Show me how to get over beautiful agony. Show me how to get over beautiful agony. Alright, I fantasize about a nightmare that I have when I'm around you. When I think I'm gonna die there, then you're standing in my bedroom. Oh, my energy is telling me the writing's on the wall. Yet I'm relieved you called. After all that you've done to me, I'm still glad you came. What a beautiful agony. I'm hooked on the pain as we go round in circles, finding someone to blame. Show me how to get over beautiful agony. Show me how to get over beautiful agony. Show me how to get over. I dream of waking up without this, when the memories are long gone. But the memories are what I miss. I can't remember where we went wrong. Oh, my energy is begging me that after all these years, this only ends in tears. After all that you've done to me, I'm still glad you came. What a beautiful agony. I'm hooked on the pain as we go round in circles, finding someone to blame. Show me how to get over beautiful agony. 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 Show me
What a start! I'm Scott Hansen, pleased to be back for a second season. This is your weekly recap presented by Lowe's. We begin with an intriguing matchup in the NFL.
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the north shore of the Allegheny and Ohio rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Both teams riding 2-0 starts here. One, we'll get the turkey and move to 3-0 as week 3 gets underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Jackson off the play action. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. Now the Bengals have it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, this one's certainly off to an exciting start, partner. Hopefully this is the type of energy we're going to see the whole way today.
Defensive coaches, Kate, love to say, steal a possession, find a way to steal a possession. Well, they stole it on the very first play, and now put their offense in the driver's seat.
He brushed him off with ease. And he gets home. Touchdown, Bengals. Jeremiah Love. That's his 2nd of the year.
Okay, you know what a run like that does? For everybody, for the play call, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but they'll get explosive on the ground as well.
That one splits the uprights. They jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. And they're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set. 1st and 10. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instinct come to life.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They go play fake with Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running with it. And this will reach the opposing 25-yard line.
Well, the field opened up, and he simply takes off. Even in today's NFL, where dual threat quarterbacks are everywhere, it's not often a guy can rip off a run like that.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Lamar off the play fake. He has it at the 5. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
21 more yards. That's another Steelers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. He'll get it complete to Travion Henderson. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. And they hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
It's a loss of
I know
1.
coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Only manages 1 yard on that run, so now they'll need 3 on 3rd and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
3rd and goal, they need 3 yards here. Now it's Lamar. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Jackson's going to go on fourth. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. Still going past the 15, past the 35. And he's going to get all the way up to the midfield strike. A big play with their backs against the end zone. 47 yards.
A gain of 47 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
So the ball on the midfield stripe now after that big play. It's 1st and 10. On the give. Here's Love. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Well, you tell me, Brock, sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
Throwing on second, McCarthy. Has a man, it's Tyler Conklin. He has room past the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds after the big gain, now down inside the 15. A big one for the Bengals. 35 yards.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. Yeah, runs defense to make it a much bigger gain.
And he gets home. Touchdown, Bengals. Jeremiah Love. His second already in this opening quarter. On his little for the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. It's a 14-0 game here early.
14. Steelers nothing. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. On the return, Isaiah Rodgers. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's Lamar. He rolls to his right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Off play action. It's McCarthy. And he's going to be brought down back at the 34-yard line. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
When they were in our defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
From the gun, here's a give to Love. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Leonard Williams applying the hit there.
I know we all love the big home run plays, the highlight reel plays, but as an offense, these are just the stay-on-schedule kind of plays. I love the commitment to this run game. Keep working that body, keep working that body, keep working that body, and eventually you could take the will away from your opponent.
And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
From the red zone on 1st. Vacates quickly left side. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. He brings up 2nd down. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's McCarthy. And he will finish this in the end zone. touchdown, Cincinnati. Luther Burden from 5 yards away.
Little on for the extra point.
Little knocks that extra point through. And this already 21-point game here in the first.
21. Steelers nothing. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Showing some patience in their ground game early here, Brock. Continuing to feed their guy despite the lack of results so far.
I know this will sound kind of silly, but you've got to run the ball to run the ball. And what I mean by that, there's no way to get this run game going is unless you continue to give him the rock to try to warm it up.
Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. That's a pickup of 9. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
9 yards. And the Steelers first down.
Play action now with Jackson. And he can't hang on. The catch was there for him, Brock, but his hands took that one off. So the incompletion means it's 2nd down.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
2nd down. Here's Lamar. Escapes the pocket. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sign of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Flushed out of the pocket. Across the line, he's going to run for it. And the stop is made. 1st down coming up. It's a gain of 11.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Now here's Lamar. Buying some time right. Taking off with it again. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and you're looking for that 1st down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the 1st down.
Pass taken in by the rookie out of Ole Miss. And they're going to bring him down, but 8 was enough. They got what they needed. 1st down coming.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
They'll run it here. It's James Conner. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. 21-0 our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They have 2nd and pretty long here. Headed out right. Now he takes it. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down.
17 yards.
The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now. It's the connection to James Conner. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league. That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
Couldn't hang on to the interception, but the momentum's still on the defensive side here ahead of this third down. Jackson to throw it. Toss, this is Lane. And in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jacoby Lane with his first NFL touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's first and 10. The tight end in motion now. One of the tight ends motioning left. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. He's going to be out of bounds there. Defenders make the stop after a gain of about 17. And that's going to be good for a Bengals first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. Only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Here's a handoff headed left. It's low. They're going to pick up 12 yards on the play block. That's going to set them up with a first down. Nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And could be a huge boost to their offense if his ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that, boy.
Pacheco loses it on the hit. Steelers have it, headed the other way. And they're going to set up on the opposing side of midfield after that fumble and return.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
First and 10 now from the 46. They give now to Henderson. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up second and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Play action. Here's Jackson. He rolls to his right. He tucks it and takes off. He's going to be forced out following a gain of about 10. And that is going to be good for a Steelers first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Lamar back to throw. On the move, headed right. Took off with it again. And on first down, only gets about a yard here. The defender there to force him out.
Once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running room. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Lamar out of the pistol. Nav by Kyle Pitts. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
And the Steelers, first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Out of the pistol, Henderson. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he's going to be brought down back at the 34-yard line. That's Mason Graham. And that backs them up now all the way into a 3rd and 23.
This is one of those many moments where I'm really thankful I'm in the booth and not on the field. Because in my day, defensive tackles couldn't run like that. This is not a statuesque QB. This guy can run. And it wasn't the linebacker or DB that chased him down. It was a big old D tackle. Tip of the cap to you, my big man.
They're in long for him here. Buys time, rolling right. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down. The former soccer star, Brandon Aubrey, on now to attempt the field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll get him back to 11.
I'm going to give a little credit to their defense right there, Kate. Sudden change situation. Your offense fumbles, and you've got to find a way to hold them to a field goal, and they just did.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. Showing a little burst so far. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes first and 10. McCarthy to throw it. That's incomplete left side. Luther Burden, the guy he was looking for. And it sets up second down. First play of the drive, Brock, you always tell me this, always the start of a new battle, and defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right?
Yeah.
You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on first.
Love now, up the middle. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out.
It's a gain of 32.
A big hit down the right side. 32 yards.
Trust me, we really have no stake in the game up here in the booth. We don't root for anybody, but at times for great execution. And I'll speak for both of us here when I say this, Kate. You can't help but be amazed watching some of these runs. All the chaos on the field, all the massive humanity you've got to sort through to make a big play on the ground like we just watched.
Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. The Steelers calling their first timeout. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
And 12 at the 37-yard line.
Now it's McCarthy. Flushed out of the pocket. He can run it. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
Third down.
To the gun. Love gets it. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Taken down.
The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. Cam Little now to attempt this field goal. This is a 48-yard look for him. Little knocks it through. And then extends their lead to 14.
It fed to the kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Good work so far. He's got room. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. First play of the drive, a give to Connor. He's going to be taken down here. The knock before the play gets him 12 big yards and a 1st down. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run.
1st down.
Pistol snap to Jackson. Right side, caught by Stribley. And they make the tackle at the 38. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run.
That's another Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
Back to throw. Here's Jackson. He's got puts outside. To the sideline, and he's going to be out of bounds. Gain about 14 before he stepped out. And that's going to give the Steelers the 1st down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. So without a timeout to call, this winds up as a delay. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. So that delay backs him up 5. Now 2nd and 15 to go. Jackson looking to throw. Fits it through the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Throwing on 2nd. Jackson into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Now it's Lamar. Buying some time right. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage. And that really did help force the incompletion.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Now McCarthy. Forced out to his right. Connects with his receiver. They wind up with a quality 16-yard pickup on that play. They get the first down, too.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Hand off now to Love. And gets a few on the plunge forward.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's McCarthy to throw. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up.
These quarterbacks in the league, they're getting so good at taking care of the football. It's hard. They didn't get a pick last week, found a way to win. But when a quarterback gives you an opportunity, you've got to take advantage of it. It's kind of like that batting practice fastball. When it's down the middle, you got to hit it.
Play action, McCarthy. That's on target to Cooper. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. A pickup of 17. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
We call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
First down now, ball at the 33. Straight ahead this time with Love. Room to run inside the 20. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this, other than simply splendid?
That one right down the middle. And the lead now 21.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Middle of the field, got his man. It's Pitts. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Steelers, first down.
Here's Mills. This time they forced the incompletion. Defense was ready after he got him on that last snap. Now it's 2nd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Completed over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 13 on that play. And the Steelers have a first down.
Yards on the play. And the Steelers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Mills to the air now. Oh, we had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Looks like a pick, but he just can't hang on. So it's an incomplete pass on 2nd down. And they're happy to have that compared to the alternative.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. A It's complete. Sanders has got it outright. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Here's Mills to throw. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win.
And a good tackle there. They gave up the catch, didn't let him challenge for the first after it. So here's fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Start out with Johnson. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop is made. First down coming up.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On the give, here's Love. And it's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Outright, Cooper's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
And we won't have another snap. That is the end of our third quarter. It is Bengal football, and they're going to start the final quarter up by a couple of scores. Fourth quarter, Brock, going to start here with a 2nd and 7. And they'll pitch it out to him. And he's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from the tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. Throughout check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check. And finally, go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
That one splits the uprights. And that adds yet another to their lead.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Things going well so far. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive.
48-yard line.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Short pass brought in. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Offense to the line fast.
10 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down. First and 10 at the
Mills looking to throw. And a hit's going to separate him from that football. Incomplete. Not surprising to find a defender in the area there over the middle challenging that one, partner. It's second down. Looking to throw. Mills. And this throw is going to be incomplete. Third down.
I can understand it's still trying to put something together here offensively, find some kind of confidence, because this has been rough, both on the scoreboard and the turnovers. Not the kind of offensive effort they were looking for.
Now air it out on third. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Leo Chanel makes the play. And the Bengals will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for first and 10. McCarthy throwing here. Escapes out to the left. Finds a seam down the middle. Brought to the ground as they hit him big on that play, Brock. Looks like they're marking the gain at about 25 yards.
You want to know what keeps most of these defensive coordinators up during game week and preparation, Kate? It's just plays like that. It's quarterbacks being able to extend the play, put so much down into that defense, and that defensive coordinator too.
And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
At the 8-yard line.
On the red zone now. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Luther Burden. First a return score, and now he's got a receiving one, too. Honest Little for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they just keep adding to their lead.
Steelers 13. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35.
3-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Connor gets it here to begin the drive. Dancing past him. Brought to the ground finally after a gain of about 17 yards. And that is good for Pittsburgh, first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Jackson throwing here. Dumps it off to his running back. And they're going to corral him out of bounds here after giving up about 6 yards on that play.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
The rush is going to win this rep. They get to him. His first this season after he had 7 of them last year.
You know, when we watch Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10 because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
On fourth down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10. They're going to pass it here. Rolling left, buying some time. Now here he goes. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Second and 3 now. From the gun, here's a give to Love. Down here after a gain of about 14 yards, it looks like. That's going to give them the first.
A gain of 14. First down, Bengals.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down. Lining up to take a knee on second down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. For the Bengals, take this one on the road. Well, Brock, I think it's safe to say that the top-ranked defense in the NFL probably going to take a couple of hits to its status after this one. We have not seen an opponent score against them like this very often, if at all, this season.
Yeah, I think what it shows you, too, Kate, is even for an elite defense